Hey, English learners! Welcome back to the English Power Shift podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English through real life conversations, real emotions, and real everyday situations.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Seriously, thank you for pressing play today. Maybe you are cleaning your room, walking outside, drinking coffee, studying, driving, or maybe you just wanted a calm English voice in your day.
And if today feels a little heavy, or slow, or confusing, don't worry, you are not alone. Sometimes we don't need motivation speeches. Sometimes we just need a small, peaceful moment.
Exactly. And that is what we try to create here. Not perfect English, not stressful English, just real English that feels human.
I like that. Human English.
Yes, English with feelings, English with tiredness, English with mistakes, English with real life.
Honestly, I think many English learners feel pressure all the time, like they must sound perfect. Perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect confidence.
Yes, and because of that pressure, they become quiet.
Exactly. They know words in their head, but when it's time to speak, suddenly the brain says goodbye.
The brain leaves the chat.
Yes. And then you sit there thinking, wait, I know this word. Why can't I say it?
That happens to everyone, even in your own language sometimes.
True. So if you are listening right now and your English is not perfect, relax. Really, you are learning, and learning is naturally messy sometimes.
Very messy.
Like a kitchen after cooking.
Or my desk after working for 2 hours.
Oh, yes. Your desk always looks like a small storm visited it.
Creative chaos.
That's what messy people always say.
Exactly.
But seriously, one beautiful thing about language learning is this. You slowly become a new version of yourself.
That's deep.
Think about it. When you learn English, you learn new words, but also new ways to think, new ways to express emotions, new ways to connect with people.
I agree. Sometimes one small English sentence can completely change your confidence.
Yes, I remember when I first felt comfortable speaking English naturally. It was not a big, dramatic moment. It was very small.
What happened?
I was ordering coffee.
Life-changing coffee.
Exactly. But before that moment, I always felt nervous speaking English. I prepared sentences in my head again and again.
Oh, yes, rehearsing mentally.
Yes. And then one day, without thinking too much, I just spoke naturally. Simple English, nothing impressive. But after that conversation, I remember thinking, wait, maybe I really can do this.
That feeling is powerful.
Very powerful, because language learning is not only vocabulary, it's identity too.
Whoa!
Sorry, I became philosophical for a second.
Deep thoughts with Emma.
New podcast series.
But you're right. I think many listeners understand this feeling. Sometimes learning English is emotional.
Especially when you compare yourself to other people online.
Oh, yes, dangerous place.
You see someone speaking perfect English on social media, and suddenly you feel small.
Meanwhile, that person maybe studied for 10 years.
Exactly. People compare their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20.
And social media shows polished moments, not the difficult moments.
Nobody posts videos saying, "Today I forgot basic vocabulary and panicked."
True.
But that happens in real life.
Yes, even advanced speakers forget words sometimes.
Yesterday, I forgot the word for battery.
No way.
Yes, I was talking and suddenly my brain stopped. I said, "the energy box thing inside the remote."
Honestly, understandable.
My brain knew the idea, but not the word.
That's a very normal language moment.
Exactly. So, dear listener, If your brain sometimes freezes in English, welcome to humanity.
Membership accepted.
You know what I also noticed? Energy changes everything.
Yes.
Some days your English feels amazing. Words come easily. You understand podcasts. You feel smart.
And other days, basic sentences feel difficult.
Exactly. And then you think, wait, did my English disappear overnight?
Like someone stole your vocabulary while you were sleeping.
Yes, but actually your brain is just tired.
Energy affects language a lot. When people are stressed, anxious, tired, or emotional, communication becomes harder.
Which is why today's episode feels very real to me.
Same.
Because today is not a perfect, productive, super motivational day.
Not at all.
Today is more like soft energy.
Slow, human energy.
Yes, and maybe some listeners need that too today.
Sometimes calm energy is enough.
I think modern life makes people feel guilty for resting.
True. If you relax for 10 minutes, your brain says, shouldn't you be doing something?
Exactly. Even rest becomes stressful.
That is so real.
Sometimes I sit down to relax, and then I start thinking about all the things I should do.
Same. The body is resting, but the brain is running a marathon.
Yes, and then suddenly relaxing feels like work too.
I think many people listening right now are smiling because they understand this feeling.
Maybe someone is listening while avoiding homework.
Or avoiding emails.
Or avoiding cleaning their room.
Honestly, I respect it.
Adam supports procrastination.
No, I support peaceful pauses.
Nice save.
Thank you.
But actually, today I wanted to talk about something light and fun, because sometimes fun is important too.
Definitely.
Not every English lesson needs to feel serious.
Yes, sometimes people learn better when they laugh.
Exactly. When you are relaxed, your brain opens more naturally.
That's why conversation practice is powerful.
Yes.
You stop thinking about studying and start focusing on connection.
Yes, real communication.
And honestly, funny conversations are easier to remember.
That's true. I still remember strange English conversations from years ago.
Same. Embarrassing moments stay forever.
Especially embarrassing moments.
Do you remember any?
Oh, yes. One time I wanted to say, I'm excited in English, but I accidentally said, I'm exciting.
Classic mistake.
And the person looked at me strangely.
Like, wow, confident today.
Exactly. And after that, I never forgot the difference again.
Mistakes are painful but useful.
Yes. Your brain remembers emotional moments.
Especially funny emotional moments.
Actually, this reminds me of something important.
Remind you of what?
English becomes easier when you stop trying to sound perfect all the time.
I agree.
Because perfection creates tension, and tension blocks natural speaking.
Meanwhile, relaxed people often communicate better, even with simple vocabulary.
Exactly. Communication is more important than perfection.
That sentence is important.
Very important.
Dear listener, maybe remember this today. Your goal is connection, not perfection.
Wow, that sounds like a quote for Instagram.
Please make the aesthetic background too.
Maybe a sunset?
Or coffee.
Everything becomes emotional with coffee.
True.
Speaking of fun, I think we should finally tell listeners what today's episode is really about.
Ah, yes, before we continue talking about life for 3 hours.
We could honestly do that.
We really could.
So today, we decided to play a game together.
A very simple game.
But also a dangerous game.
Emotionally dangerous sometimes.
Because today, we are playing Would You Rather?
Which means we will ask strange, funny, difficult, and surprising questions.
And we must choose quickly.
No more thinking.
Just instinct.
And listeners, you can play with us too.
Yes, don't just listen passively. Answer in your mind.
Or answer out loud if you are alone.
And if people around you hear random English answers, that's okay.
Free English practice.
Exactly.
Some questions today will be funny.
Some will be difficult.
Some may be a little emotional.
And some answers may surprise you.
Which is actually very good English practice.
Because spontaneous thinking helps your brain react naturally in English.
You stop translating every single word.
And you start communicating faster.
So if your English feels slow sometimes, activities like this can really help.
Plus, it's fun.
Which is important.
Very important.
So, dear listener, wherever you are right now, thank you for spending this moment with us.
We hope this episode feels like a calm conversation with friends.
No pressure.
No stress.
Just English, laughter, and little human moments.
And maybe some difficult choices.
Very difficult choices.
All right, Adam, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Then let the chaos begin.
Let's start the game. Okay, Emma, let's start the game properly now. Would you rather time begins?
Okay, I'm ready, I think. But I already feel like I might regret my answers.
That's the fun part. First question is simple but tricky. Would you rather always be slightly too hot or always be slightly too cold?
Oh, this is harder than it sounds.
Yes, because there's no perfect option.
I think I would choose to be slightly too hot.
Really? Why?
Because when you're too cold, you feel it inside your body. It is uncomfortable everywhere.
True. Cold is deep.
Exactly. Cold changes your mood, too. When I'm very cold, I suddenly become dramatic.
Dramatic how?
Like, I stop believing in happiness.
Wow.
No, seriously. If my hands are freezing, life feels 10 times harder.
That is actually true. Cold weather can make everything feel slower.
Yes. Even simple things become difficult. Taking a shower feels like dangerous.
Like entering battle.
Exactly.
But if you are too hot all the time, you become tired and annoyed too.
True.
Especially when you are trying to sleep.
Oh, yes. Hot nights are terrible.
You turn the pillow again and again, searching for the cold side.
Everyone understands that struggle.
The cold side of the pillow is one of life's greatest pleasures.
Small happiness.
Very small but very powerful.
But still, I choose hot weather.
I still choose cold weather.
So we already disagree.
First question, and we are already different.
Okay, listener, think about it. Hot or cold? What would you choose?
Take a moment and answer in English, I would rather...
Even one sentence in your mind is useful practice.
Exactly. Little moments create progress.
Okay, next question. This one is deeper. Would you rather have unlimited money but no free time, or unlimited free time but no money?
Oh, this is dangerous.
Yes, this question feels too real.
I think I would choose unlimited free time.
Really? Even without money?
Yes, because time feels more valuable to me now.
Interesting.
When people are young, they often think money will solve everything.
True.
And money definitely helps. Life becomes easier in many ways.
Of course.
But if you never have time to enjoy life, what is the point? Imagine having a beautiful house, but never relaxing inside it.
That is sad, actually.
Or having money to travel, but never having one free day to travel.
Yeah, that sounds empty.
I think small, peaceful moments are very important. Drinking coffee slowly, walking outside, calling someone you love, watching the sunset without stress. Life already moves so fast. I don't want to feel like a machine all the time.
That sentence is powerful.
What about you?
Honestly, I think I would choose unlimited money.
Really?
Yes, but I already know I would regret it later.
At least you are honest.
Because part of me thinks, okay, maybe first I work like crazy, then later I relax.
Ah, the classic later.
Exactly.
The problem is, later never arrives for many people.
True.
People keep saying, after this project, after this year, after more money, then I will rest.
And suddenly 10 years pass.
Exactly.
Wow, this game became emotional very fast. We started with temperature, and now we are questioning life.
That escalated quickly.
But honestly, I think listeners can learn a lot from these conversations.
Definitely, because this is real conversational English, real opinions, real emotions.
And notice, listeners, we are speaking naturally with simple vocabulary.
You don't need complicated English to express deep ideas.
Very important lesson.
Okay, listener, your turn now. What is more important for you, time or money?
Think in English. I would choose.
Don't worry about perfect grammar, just think.
Your brain is practicing even silently.
Okay, next question before we become too emotional.
Okay, go.
Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak every human language in the world?
Oh, I love this question.
Same.
I think I would choose animals.
Really?
Yes. Imagine understanding cats.
Cats would probably insult humans all day.
Honestly, yes.
Feed me. Leave me alone. Why are you touching me?
Exactly.
Dogs would be completely different, though.
Dogs would just say, "Oh my God, you came home. I missed you for 5 minutes."
True. Dogs have so much emotional energy.
That's why I love animals. They feel honest.
No fake personality.
Exactly. Humans sometimes hide emotions,
Very true.
but animals are direct. Happy, scared, excited, hungry. Everything is real. Also, imagine talking to birds.
That would be amazing.
I would ask birds, how does flying feel?
Wow.
Imagine hearing stories from whales, too.
Okay, now this sounds magical.
Yes, the world would suddenly feel bigger.
I still think I would choose all human languages.
I knew it.
Because language connects people.
True?
Imagine traveling anywhere in the world and understanding everyone perfectly.
That would be beautiful.
No misunderstandings, no language barriers. You could hear everyone's stories directly.
That actually feels emotional.
Language carries culture, too.
Yes, different languages express emotions differently.
Exactly. Some feelings exist strongly in one language, but not another.
That's one reason learning languages is so interesting.
You discover new ways to see life.
Maybe we both chose connection in different ways.
Wow.
I chose connection with nature.
And I chose connection with people.
That sounds poetic.
Accidentally poetic.
Okay, listeners, animals or languages? What would you choose?
Try to answer in English. I would rather.
And if you don't know vocabulary, keep it simple.
Simple English is powerful English.
Exactly.
Okay, next question before we become too emotional.
Okay, go.
Would you rather never use social media again or never watch videos again?
Oh no, this one hurts.
Modern problems require modern suffering.
True.
So?
I think I would remove social media.
Same, honestly.
Because videos are part of learning now.
Exactly. Education, documentaries, podcasts, tutorials, everything.
Then videos can create peaceful moments too.
Yes.
Social media is fun sometimes, but it can also become noisy.
Very noisy.
Sometimes you open your phone for 2 minutes and suddenly 40 minutes disappear.
The famous social media time machine.
Exactly.
You start watching one small video, then suddenly you know random facts about penguins at 2 a.m.
Too real.
Or you accidentally compare your entire life to strangers online.
That is the dangerous part.
Yeah.
Social media sometimes makes normal life feel not enough. People show only perfect moments, perfect trips, perfect faces, perfect lives.
Meanwhile, real life is messy.
Exactly. Real life includes tired days, confusion, stress, boring moments, all of it.
And that's normal.
Very normal.
Honestly, some of my happiest moments are offline.
Same.
Quiet moments, conversations, music, walking outside, laughing with friends.
Yes.
The internet is useful, but balance matters.
That is a very healthy answer.
Thank you, therapist Emma.
You're welcome.
Okay, listener, your turn now. Social media or videos, which one stays?
Think in English. I would rather keep.
Tiny practice, big progress.
Honestly, Adam, I feel like this game woke up my brain.
Me too, I feel the same.
At the beginning of the episode, we had half energy.
And now we sound fully awake.
Maybe fun conversations are better than coffee.
Let's not say crazy things.
True. Coffee is still important.
Very important.
But I think listeners can feel our energy changing naturally.
Yes, because real conversation creates energy.
Especially when you stop overthinking. That's another good lesson for English learners, actually.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes the best speaking practice happens when you forget you're studying.
Exactly.
You laugh, react, think quickly, share opinions, and suddenly you're using English naturally.
Which is the real goal.
Not perfection.
Communication.
Okay, Adam, now it's time for round 2. Dares only. No more truth, just fun speaking challenges.
I was waiting for this, but I was also a little scared. Truth was safe, but dares feel dangerous.
Don't worry, everything is safe. No pressure, just English practice and fun.
Okay, I trust you. Let's go.
Good. First dare for you. You must describe your morning like a very dramatic movie trailer. I want full drama, full emotion, like a Hollywood movie.
Oh, no. Okay, I will try my best.
Okay, go.
In a world where one man cannot find his motivation, he wakes up slowly, dangerously, without energy, facing his biggest enemy, the alarm clock.
Why is it so dramatic?
He opens his eyes, but the world is too bright, too loud, too early.
Stop, I can't. I'm cracking up.
Crack up means laugh a lot, right?
Yes, like when something is so funny, you completely lose control.
Okay, then yes, mission successful.
Continue, movie man.
In with only 3 hours of sleep and 0 emotional stability, he walks toward the kitchen, searching for hope.
Hope?
But hope has disappeared because there's no coffee left.
No!
This summer, one tired man must survive reality.
Honestly, this sounds like every adult's life.
Exactly, relatable cinema.
You forgot the dramatic background music.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, Oscar award for you.
Thank you. I would like to thank coffee for supporting this performance.
Beautiful speech.
I think I passed the dare.
Yes, very successful. Okay, now my turn.
All right, Emma, your dare is to speak like a professional news reporter about your day. Serious voice, official tone, no smiling.
Oh, no pressure at all.
Exactly.
Okay, starting now.
Go.
Good evening. Today, Emma was seen drinking tea 3 times in a row. Experts say this is a clear sign of deep thinking and emotional recovery.
Experts say?
In other news, she planned to be productive this morning, but unfortunately, after opening one video online, she disappeared for 40 minutes.
A tragic situation.
Authorities are still investigating how one short video became a full internet journey.
This is too real.
Later in the afternoon, Emma cleaned one small corner of her room and immediately felt like a successful adult.
Honestly, cleaning one corner does feel productive sometimes.
More updates tonight at 9.
Wow, you sound exactly like TV news.
Thank you. I practiced in my imaginary television career.
I trust your imaginary channel.
Thank you very much.
Okay, listener, your turn too. Try describing your day like movie news.
Or like a dramatic documentary.
Even one sentence is enough.
Remember, playing with English helps your confidence grow naturally.
Exactly. When English becomes fun, your brain relaxes more.
Okay, next dare.
Oh no.
Tongue twister time.
I knew this was coming.
Repeat after me. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Okay. Slowly first.
Good strategy.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Perfect.
Okay, now normal speed.
Go.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Nice.
Wait, now fast?
Yes, maximum speed.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for scream ice cream. Oh no!
Your mouth gave up halfway.
My tongue left the conversation.
System error.
Why do tongue twisters feel impossible?
Because your brain suddenly forgets teamwork.
True. My brain knows the sentence, but my mouth creates chaos.
That's completely normal.
Honestly, I think tongue twisters are secretly evil.
Maybe a little.
But they are useful, too.
Very useful for pronunciation and speaking speed.
Also, they help people stop fearing mistakes.
Exactly. Everyone sounds silly sometimes.
Even native speakers mess them up.
Definitely.
Okay, listener, try it slowly, too. Don't rush.
Slow practice is still real practice.
And if you make mistakes, good.
Mistakes mean your brain is working.
All right, Emma, next dare for you.
I suddenly feel nervous again.
Good. Now you must speak like a robot for 15 seconds. No emotions, fully machine mode.
Oh no. Okay.
Starting now.
Hello. I am Robot Emma. System loading. Emotional software unavailable. Motivation level critically low.
This already sounds realistic.
Searching for energy source. Searching.
Did you find one?
Error. Coffee not detected. Human survival probability decreasing.
Human survival probability?
Please insert cappuccino to continue operation.
This robot has priorities.
Very important priorities.
You know what's funny? Many people probably feel exactly like Robot Emma in the morning.
Especially before coffee.
The brain loads slowly.
Like old computers.
Please wait while personality installs.
That is painfully accurate.
Okay, listener, your turn now. Imagine you are a robot and say one sentence in English.
It sounds silly, but exercises like this really help pronunciation.
Because you become less shy.
Exactly. Confidence grows when you stop worrying about sounding perfect. And remember, speaking practice does not need to be serious all the time.
Fun practice is powerful practice.
Exactly. All right, Adam. I think we survived the dares.
Barely.
But honestly, this was fun.
Very fun.
And listeners probably practiced more English than they realized.
Because natural conversation teaches rhythm, emotions, reactions, and confidence.
Not just grammar.
Exactly.
Okay, now it's time for our little word tour.
Let's explain some expressions we use today.
Movie trailer style means speaking in a very dramatic, cinematic way.
Usually with deep emotions and dramatic pauses.
Crack up means laugh very hard and lose control because something is funny.
Tongue twister means a difficult sentence used to practice pronunciation.
Robot voice means speaking without emotions like a machine.
Emotional sentence means a sentence with honest feelings.
And brain weather means describing your thoughts and emotions like weather conditions.
Which honestly sounds strange, but also makes sense.
Exactly.
And listeners, remember this: you do not need perfect English to express real personality.
Real communication matters more than perfection.
Always.
So, if you enjoyed today's episode,
Please like and subscribe to the English Power Shift podcast.
and tell us in the comments, what is your brain weather today?
Sunny, stormy, sleepy, chaotic?
We really want to know.
This is Adam.
And this is Emma.
Thanks for spending this moment with us.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.